It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, such a great quarterbacking tradition here in the Mile High City. It continues with the presence now of Russell Wilson. What's your outlook of year two?
Cautiously optimistic, because Russell Wilson, a down year last year, but he's been so great throughout his career, you expect him to get back to those heights. Pairing with Sean Payton, the new head coach, put those two minds together, and I'm expecting Denver to be much improved.
Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they come in off an 8-9 record a year ago, a second losing season in the last three. It had to happen sometime. But you say don't pour water on these Pats just yet.
No, not at all. No one should ever do that. Remember, they're always going to be tough for you to crack defensively. Offensively is where they have to make a jump. They've got to start scaring people with some big play weapons on the perimeter.
And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great 6th sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggression.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. Shrugs him off. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. 61 yards. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way.
There he goes, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones now throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Douglas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll look to throw again. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Ryland on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Wilson will throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're on the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let the return guy touch it.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Jones looking left side and has got a man. That's Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as the tackle made at the 42. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Jones. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man, Fulton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Fights through it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Wilson. Open man downfield is Jeudy. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 106 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Jones throw here, taken in by Gesicki.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Jones.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Jones. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jones on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 133 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down 28-21. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson.
And that's caught by Williams.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, man. They are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing now is Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Wilson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leads them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.